I don't know about you, but there's something about ghost dolls I absolutely love. You can't beat a bit of spooky ethereal cuteness. So this week I decided to make a beaded hanging ghost girl. Sometimes we can get a little bit too focused on making things technical and complex. I think ghost dolls can sometimes be way more effective with less detail. I wanted this one to be simple and minimalistic, so I gave myself just one day to finish her. Here's how it went. I've chosen some white cotton sheeting for this one. I love working with this fabric. It's a cheap unbranded one that I found in a fabric shop, but the quality is so good. I used to use this for all my dolls. Sometimes quilting cotton can fray a bit and burst the seams if you're not careful, but this one doesn't fray or pull apart at all, so it makes it quicker and easier to stuff. I do wish it came in more colours. If you just found me, welcome. I'm Jo. I'm a mixed media artist currently based on a narrowboat in Wales. As this one's going to be a beady doll, I don't need to make all the tiny arm and leg pieces, which saves a lot of time. I'll be using some glass beads for the arms and legs, which I'll come back to later. I was going to go for a white hanging ribbon, but I feel like she needs a little bit of contrast. So I decided on silver satin. I also found a lovely decorative metal bail in my stash. I think it makes a perfect hanger. The hanging ribbon is fixed to the head with the same button that anchors the neck joint, so I'll string it all together at the same time. The thread goes through from the button on the back, up through the neck, head and ribbon to another button, and then back down again. This joint will allow for nice free movement when she's hanging and stop her looking all stiff. I've made a bodice from a piece of white lace. I haven't done any shaping with that or sewn darts or anything, I've just ladder stitched it up the back. I will make a skirt to go with that, but first I want to get the eye shading done. As usual, I'm using Derwent Chromaflow pencils to get a nice dark shadow. It just needs to be a little bit larger than the buttons and faded out smoothly around the edges with the Derwent blending pencil. This is a bit that can't be rushed. I keep building up the pigment until I get the depth I want and then blend it until I get a nice soft smooth edge. If you're enjoying watching this little one take shape, don't forget to hit the like button and let me know. You can also subscribe if you like so you don't miss the next one. That'll need a couple of coats of fixative spray. While that's drying, I'll finish the dress. The skirt is just another length of lace sewn together at the back. I'm just gathering it up with a running stitch around the top, then I'll stitch it to the doll. With ghost dolls, I think they always seem to look much better in lightweight sheer fabrics without too much tailoring or detail. It gives them a kind of floaty, translucent quality. Especially for a hanging doll, she'll catch the light as she sways in the breeze and look all spectral and ethereal. I found some gorgeous little embossed metal buttons for the eyes. These have been in my stash for a very long time waiting for the right doll. I used to get a lot of buttons like this from overseas, but sadly I can't seem to find them now. I think these are probably the last ones I had, unless I have another couple hidden away somewhere that I've forgotten about, which is very possible. I like using glass beads for the limbs as they give the doll a bit of weight, so it hangs better. I've picked out some opaque white and translucent grey beads to create a stripy effect. I was going to use drop beads for the ends, but then I found these tiny bells and I thought they'd look pretty cute. They make a very soft tinkling sound when she moves, which I think just adds to the ghostly vibe. I'll fasten that off under the back of the dress, then I can start adding some face detail. I felt like giving this doll a slightly different expression with a little rounded open mouth. I use a Derwent fine liner pen for all the ink detail. I will put some links in the description to the pens and pencils I use. I've got some white, super chunky acrylic yarn for the hair. This is from the Signet Seriously Chunky range. As usual, I'm felting it in with the Clover pen style tool and 3 38 gauge needles. It's getting quite late in the day as I'm recording this bit, but I'm determined to have a finish this evening. So my camera battery died as I was adding the final details, but I did manage to get my little ghost finished the same day. I've named this little one Rhiannon. If you like this doll, there's another spooky little one here that I think you're going to love, so go watch that one now and I'll see you next time. Bye!